Hello, my name is Casey, and I am going to make a 3D fiber mascara for dummies video. Not because you guys are dummies, because I personally had a few issues getting to the point where I could confidently use this mascara. I started off with one of my besties and my sister both signing up with Younique and raving about this mascara. So I was like, well, I gotta try this. So I did, and the first time, nothing. Like, I had no results whatsoever. Tried it again the next day, and then I had these fibers all over my face. So I'm calling them, I'm like, yeah, you guys are crazy. I mean, maybe it works for you, not for me. Sorry. You know, not everything is gonna work. But then I had it explained to me in not so nice terms that maybe I'm the special one and that it was user error. I mean, come on, it couldn't possibly be that I was doing it wrong. Yeah, except that I was. So rather than watching all these other videos with these girls who have it down and they never had any issues, maybe I can share some tips. And then you won't have the issues that I had. So instead of like time-lapsing it at all, I'm going to walk step by step, and it's going to take a little bit longer than some of the other videos you've probably seen, but you'll know exactly what to do. And then like the For Dummies books or videos, you can literally follow along, like I said, step by step, and not have to worry about missing something or, wait, was I supposed to wait there or not wait there? So I'm just gonna show you how I do this, because once I figured out what I was doing wrong, I fixed that, and I have amazing results with this mascara, and I love it. So I'm gonna show you what to do. All right, thank you, Mom, for pointing out that it wasn't exactly clear sometimes that this mascara comes with two tubes. You've got a transplanting gel, and you've got the fiber. You do not want to mix them up. Please do not stick one tube into the other. The wands don't go together. So keep them in separate hands, but have them ready to go. So I've got them open like this. You always start with your transplanting gel. And because mine is still really new, I like to wipe it off a little bit on the side so I don't get any lumps or clumps. And then this first part you kind of do just like regular mascara. I do like to get down at my base of my lashes, but not a lot. Now remember, you're going to be doing this in layers. You do not want lots of clumps. So I'm going to do it like regular mascara, and then when I feel like I've got a pretty good coat on there without lots of clumps, I make sure I get the tips, top and bottom of the lashes, and then you go immediately to your fiber wand. Now one of the tricks I've seen is you roll it on the back of your hand and then lightly go on the tops and bottoms of your lashes. Again, you're not doing a lot, you're just getting it on there. Alright, once you've got that on, here's the really important step. Wait, don't touch it yet. If you're like me, you've got it all over the top of your eyelid, you can wipe that bad mess off. And again, you're still waiting. So while I'm waiting for that one, I do my other eye. Now what you're doing when you're waiting is you're allowing that gel to dry, and it's drying with the fibers on it. When you move on to the next step too quickly, those fibers haven't had a chance to really get set, and so they fall off. That would be my problem the day that my fibers were all over my face. So again, I'm just lightly brushing tops and bottoms. Alright, now that I've done both eyes, this first eye should be fairly dry. So I'm going to top my tubes, and I'm going to use this. Let me tell you, this is like a secret weapon. It has the brow brush on this side, and this right here cuts through your eyelashes like a knife and butter. Like, it separates them, it leaves them just beautiful. Highly recommend, worth the money every second. Of course, it's a Younique brush. So then I take this and I go through my lashes very gently, just to make sure I get any clumps with those fibers off. And of course you can see I do have some, so I wipe them on my hand. There, now I'm left with no clumps or lumps. And I usually do brush down, and the simple reason for that is when I brush up, all these lashes touch my upper eyelid, and we've already talked about how I have issues with that. So to save myself from even more mascara on my eyelid, eye brush down. So same thing over here, because it's been a little while, so those fibers should be pretty well secured in the gel. Now once you've combed through it, and you've got all the loose fibers off, oh, I think I see one more clump there. There we go. Then you're going to go back to your gel. Now, key here, you do not want to do thick coats. It needs to be nice and light so that you don't get clumps and they look all lumpy. So again, I'm just going to do tops and bottoms, and this time on the second time around, I don't go near to my lash bases. I'm only getting the tips. But what you want to do is basically, you're using this gel and it's sealing in all those fibers so that now they're really stuck. And now that I've sealed it, I want to wait like 45 seconds, a minute maybe, for it to completely dry before I try and do another coat. So I'll come back over here and I'll do my other eye. Then again, at this point, I want it to just dry. I don't want anything to be wet still. I don't want it to be loose or anything else. So right now, while I'm waiting for my full first coat to dry, then I do my bottom lashes. I personally do not put fibers on my bottom lashes. I know there are people who do, but I am not one of them. Okay, I'm sorry if that's a little fuzzy. I was a little close to the camera on that one. All right, so now once I've got my entire first coat done, you can see like the difference already just in one coat of mascara, which is amazing just by itself. So if it was just a regular day, bumming around, taking my kids out, I'd probably stop at one coat because I want to save my product. But if I'm going out or I really want to make a difference and I want people to really see my lashes, I wait for this to dry and then I do my second coat. I do it exactly the same as the first time. So again, you want it to be dry. Make sure there's no clumps on my wand. And I'm just doing the tips. On my second, or if I feel like it third coats, I really focus on the outer lashes, not so much the inner ones. So tops and bottoms like that. And again, you do not want to go from eye to eye because you want this to still be wet and tacky when you apply your fibers. If it's not still wet and tacky because you put the base gel on both eyes and then you went back and did fibers, I don't know who would make that mistake. Yeah, so it's dry and then the fibers don't have anything to stick to. So you wait. Now, see, my gel's tacky. I put my fibers on, they're sticking, I'm letting it dry. So I go back, do my other eye while that one's drying. Tops and bottoms, nice and light. Get my fibers on. Really focusing on the outsides, not the insides. Okay, now those fibers should have had time to really set, so I'll use my eyelash brush. Comb through, see the fibers I got off there? But really that's just the clumpy stuff. The fibers that I want are still stuck on my eyelashes. Remember that sticky tacky gel? Yeah. Okay, got that one. Seriously, most amazing brush ever. Okay, I've got most of my clumps out, so then I've got to go back and seal it. Nice and light, top and bottom, because remember we put fibers on top and bottom, so you have to seal top and bottom. Okay, Once I've done that second coat, because that's all I'm doing this morning, is 2 coats, I wait a little while for that to dry. Again, I don't want to pull everything off. I just want to go through it so it's not clumpy. I'm going to do one last go through with my brush. Make sure none of my lashes are stuck. Okay, and I'm done. I'm done with the application of the mascara itself. As you can see, there's a huge difference in my lashes from when I started with nothing to just 2 coats of this mascara. Yes, it's a couple of steps, but seriously, they don't take that long. And if you do them correctly and wait and let them dry in between and things like that, and follow basically every step that I just laid out for you, you will have amazing results too. Also, when you wait like this and you make sure everything's secured, it's not going to be flaking all over your face. I have really dry eyes, so I blink a lot and I use a lot of eye drops. This mascara really stays in place. Like, I don't have giant black things underneath my eyes or anything like that. Now here's the other tip. You might have noticed that I did not use an eyelash curler at the beginning. A lot of people use the eyelash curlers and they say, you know, clump it, blah, 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 whatever. I've never really had good results with that. But I heard about somebody using a blow dryer. And first I was like, okay, well, that's not going to work for me. You know, remember the part where I said I have really dry eyes? Yeah, I'm not going to sit there and blow heat on them. But I tried it. And let me tell you, amazing results. So I'm going to do it for you. It's going to get really loud, so I'm not going to be able to talk. But I turn it on. I wait for it to get warm. Not hot. I don't want to burn my face. But I wait for it to get warm, and then watch what I do, and watch my eyelashes just be like, whoop. Then I turn it down to low, just for a minute, back up to high. And again, I'm not trying to burn my face off, so you gotta be careful. But do you seriously see this? Like, my eyelashes are like, whoop, all the way up. Like, so, whereas before, they were long, they were thick. You could definitely tell there was an improvement. Now, not only that, but they're actually curling up and they're showing off so much better. So like you can see, I mean, look at that. Amazing. So there's my tips. There's my 3D mascara for dummies. And if you have any questions or if you're interested in ordering some because you see what a difference it is and you're like, holy crap, I gotta have that, let me know. I'd be happy to put in an order for you. And y'all have a great day and happy lashes.